Hi students, this is Nagendra Babu. Today I am going to introduce an important topic, that is secants and tangents to the circle. For that, let us know briefly about the circle and its properties first. See here, this is a point. This is a fixed point. At a fixed distance from this point, we can plot so many infinite number of points. That is, suppose at a distance of 3 centimeters, this is another point plotted, and from this fixed point with the same distance, that means here we took 3 centimeters distance from this fixed point. At the same distance, that means at 3 centimeters distance from this fixed point, we can plot so many points, infinite number of points. So we'll get all those points like this. Like this, we can plot so many points. Continuously, if you plot remaining points also continuously in the gaps like this, we will get a continuous pattern of points like this. So, all these are the points which are very continuous to each other at a same distance from this fixed point. So, all these points are at a fixed distance from this fixed point. So, this fixed point is called as center of the circle. Fixed point is called as center of the circle. See here, let us take a point on this circle. The continuous pattern of infinite number of points is called as circle. That means the definition of circle is a continuous pattern of points which are at a fixed distance from a fixed point is called a circle. So, let us take a point on this circle. Join this point to the center of the circle. This is the line segment formed by joining this point on the circle to the center of the circle. So, the distance or the length of this fixed distance, is called as radius of the circle. This is called as radius of the circle. That means radius means the fixed distance from a fixed point to the any point on the circle. The fixed distance from the fixed point to any point on the circle is called radius of the circle. Like this, we can draw infinite number of lengths. All these are of fixed lengths, constant lengths. So, all the lengths are equal because all these points are at a fixed distance from this fixed point. So, all these lengths are called as radii. Radius means singular and radii, R-A-D-I-I. Radii is called as plural. Radii is the plural and radius is singular. So, how many radii we can draw to a circle means infinite number of radii. So, to every point on the circle, we can draw a line segment like this. So, infinite number of line segments, that means infinite number of radii we can draw to a circle. So, all these are radii. Generally, this center of the circle is denoted by O. Center of the circle is denoted by O. So, length of the line segment drawn from the center of the circle to any point on the circle is called as radius. Infinite number of radii we can draw to a circle. So, radius is singular and radii is plural. After that, to any circle, let us join any 2 points on the circle. So, from this point to this point, if we draw a line segment like this, this is the line segment formed by joining any 2 points on the circle. This is the line segment. Segment means part of a line. So, this line segment you have two endpoints. From this is one endpoint and this is another endpoint. So, this line segment formed by joining 2 points on the circle. So, this line segment is called as chord, C-H-O-R-D, chord of the circle. This is the chord of the circle. Like this, we can draw infinite number of chords. We'll get so many chords by joining any 2 points on the circle. So, infinite number of points are there on the circle. If we join any 2 points on the circle, we will get a chord. Like that, we will get infinite number of chords like this. So, this is a chord, this is a chord, this is a chord, and in this direction, like this, we can get infinite number of chords. So, all these are chords. We can draw infinite number of chords on the circle. That means, chord means the line segment joining any 2 points on the circle is called a chord. After that, this is the circle and this is the center of the circle. Let us join any 2 points from this point to this point. So, this is also a chord. That means we joined from this point to this point, but here this chord passes through the center of the circle. This chord passes through the center of the circle. This is also a chord, but this passes through the center of the circle. The chord that passes through the center of the circle is called as diameter of the circle. All these are chords, but this is also a chord that passes through the center of the circle. Such type of chord, that means the chord that passes through the center of the circle is called as diameter of the circle. So, this is diameter. This is diameter. This is the center of the circle. Let us name these 2 points as AB. So, AB is the line segment that formed by joining point A and point B, which passes through the center of the circle, which is called as diameter of the circle. So, here AB is diameter. Like this, we can draw infinite number of diameters, infinite number of chords that passes through the center of the circle, which are called as diameters. So, like this, this is also another diameter, and this is another diameter, this is another diameter. Like this, we can draw infinite number of chords that passes through the center of the circle, which are called as diameters. So, we can draw infinite number of diameters of the circle. Next, this is another circle. Let us take this another circle. A line that passes through any 2 points on the circle. A line. This is the line. Here, these chords are the line segments that passes through 2 points on the circle. This is the line. That means this have no endpoint. This line passes through 2 points. Let us take these 2 points as A and B. This is the line that passes through the points A and B. Here, this chord, this line segment passes through any 2 points on the circle. Such type of line segment is called as chord. But here, this is the line that passes through any two points on the circle. Such type of line is called as secant. The line that passes through any 2 points on the circle is called as secant. The line segment that passes through any 2 points on the circle is called as chord. Line that passes through any 2 points of the circle is called as secant. Line segment that joins that is formed by joining any 2 points on the circle is called as chord. So, this is secant. This is the line that passes through the 2 points on the circle. If we draw any line which passes through any point, any one point of the circle. Suppose, let us take this point. I will draw a line that passes through only one point on the circle. This is also a line. This is the line passing through 2 points on the circle. This is the line that passes through only one point on the circle. Which passes through 2 points is called as secant, and the line which passes through only one point of the circle is called as tangent. So, this is the line passing through only one point, which is called as tangent. This is the line that passing through 2 points on the circle, which is called as secant. This is secant and this is tangent. Like this, infinite number of tangents we can draw to a circle. Infinite number of tangents. That means, suppose here another point is there, we can draw another line which passes through this point, like this. This is also a secant tangent, sorry. Next, this is another point, we can draw another line which passes through this point. This is also another tangent. Like this, we can draw infinite number of lines. That means infinite number of tangents to a circle. Next, the point through which this tangent passes through is called as point of contact. That is point of contact. See here, suppose this is a circle. Here, this is the tangent drawn that passes through only one point. That let us take this as P. So, this point P is called as point of contact. The point through which the tangent passes is called as point of contact. And this is the center of the circle. Center of the circle is denoted by O. The line segment joining the point of contact to the center of the circle is called as radius. This is the point of contact and this is center of the circle, and this is the PO is the line segment formed by joining the point of contact to the center of the circle. This is called as radius. There is an important property, that is, the line segment joining to the point of contact to the center of the circle is always perpendicular to the tangent. So, this is the radius drawn, PO or OP is the radius drawn to the circle to the point of contact of this tangent. Let us take this tangent as A and B. So, OP is perpendicular to AB. OP is perpendicular to AB. The line segment formed by joining the center of the circle to the point of contact is always perpendicular to that particular tangent. So, OP is perpendicular to AB. That means the angle here, angle OPB, the angle between these two line segments, these two lines is 90 degrees. That's why OP is perpendicular to AB. OP is perpendicular to AB. Okay, students, see here, there are two circles drawn, and this is a tangent which is common to these two circles. Here, this is the point of contact of this first circle and this is the point of contact of that second circle. This tangent is common to these two circles. Such type of tangent is called as common tangent. So, this is the tangent drawn common to these two circles. This intersects these two circles at a single point. So, this is the point of contact of this and this is the point of contact of the second circle. Let us take these two as A and B. So, A is the point of contact of the circle, B is the point of contact of this circle, and this is the tangent drawn which is common to these two circles which passes through these 2 points. So, such type of tangent is called as common tangent. This is the tangent drawn common to these two circles. So this is called as common tangent. There are different types of common tangents drawn to any two circles. If you observe this tangent, this common tangent, both the circles lies on the same side of the tangent. These two circles are on the same side of this tangent. If two circles lies on the same side of the tangent, then such type of tangent is called as direct common tangent. So this is direct common tangent. Direct common tangent. So this is direct common tangent because both the circles lies on the same side of this tangent. So this is called as direct common tangent. Suppose if the two circles lies on either side of the tangent, that means let us take this tangent and one circle is on that side and another circle is this side of the tangent. So here this is the point of contact of this tangent, let it be P, and this is the point of contact of this tangent, let it be Q. So PQ are the point of contacts of these two circles respectively. And to this tangent, these two circles lies on either side. That side one circle and this side another circle. So if two circles lies on either side of the tangent, such type of tangents are called as transverse common tangents. Such type of tangents are called as transverse common tangents or indirect common tangents. Transverse common tangents or indirect common tangents. So if two circles lies on same side of the tangent, such type of common tangent is called as direct common tangent. If two circles lies on either side of the common tangent, such type of common tangent is called as transverse common tangent or indirect common tangent. Okay, let us see how many common tangents we can draw to any two circles. That is, suppose if we see here this first diagram, this is the first diagram drawn. These two circles does not intersect at any point. These two circles does not intersect at any point. For such type of circles, we can draw four common tangents. That is, already here one common tangent is drawn and below here this is another common tangent that we can draw. So this is one common tangent and this is another common tangent, and like this also we can draw another common tangent like this. This is another common tangent, and this side also we can draw another common tangent. So altogether it is possible to draw four common tangents to the two circles which does not intersect at any point. So two direct common tangents and two transverse common tangents. So in bits we will get, if you will get the question like this: if two circles does not intersect at any point, then the number of common tangents we can draw is 4. What type of what type of common tangents are they? That means two direct common tangents and two transverse common tangents. Suppose if two circles intersect at only one point externally. If two circles intersect at only one point externally, that means two circles intersect like this. These two circles intersect at only one point here. then the number of common tangents we can draw to these two circles is directly we can draw two common tangents. This is one common tangent and this is another common tangent, and in the middle like this we can draw another common tangent. These two are the direct common tangents and one transverse common tangent. This is the point of contact for both the circles. This is the common point of contact. Through that point we can draw this common tangent, which is called as transverse common tangent, and these two are the direct common tangents. Why we call these two as direct common tangents means, so to this common tangent the two circles lies on same side. To this common tangent also these two circles lies on the same side, but to this common tangent two circles are on either side of the tangent. So these are two direct common tangents and one transverse common tangent. That means if two circles intersect at only one point externally, then the number of common tangents we can draw is 3. They are two direct common tangents and one transverse common tangent. And then if any two circles intersect at 2 points, if two circles intersect at 2 points, then let us see how many common tangents is possible to draw. See here, this is one circle and this is another circle drawn which intersects the previous circle at 2 points. So these two circles intersect at 2 points. For such type of circles, these two circles intersect at 2 points. For such type of circles, the number of common tangents we can draw is 2. They are like this. This is one common tangent and this is another common tangent. Both are direct common tangents only. There is no possibility to draw a transverse common tangent. So only two common tangents we can draw to the two circles which intersect at 2 points. Only two common tangents. Both are direct common tangents. Suppose if any two circles intersect each other at only one point internally. Internally means they will be like this. So one circle is like this, and internally means another circle will be like this, which intersect, which have a common point of contact, a common point. So two circles have a common point of contact. For these type of two circles, we can draw only one common tangent. That is like this. This is the common tangent drawn to these two circles which intersects internally at only one point. And this type of common tangent is called, because here both the circles are on the same side of the tangent. So this type of common tangent, this is direct common tangent. That means if two circles intersect at only one point internally, then the number of common tangents we can draw is 1, and that also direct common tangent. So students, if two circles does not intersect at any point, then the number of common tangents we can draw is 4. They are two direct common tangents and two transverse common tangents. And then if two circles intersect at only one point externally, then the number of common tangents we can draw is two direct common tangents and one transverse common tangent, totally 3 common tangents. If two circles intersect at 2 points, then the number of common tangents we can draw is 2. Both are direct common tangents. If two circles intersect at only one point internally, then the number of common tangents we can draw is 1. that is also direct to common tangent. So students, this is the introduction of the concept tangents and the secants of the circle. Okay students, I think you all have understood this concept of tangents and the secants to the circle. If you like this video, share it to all your friends. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Thank you all very much.